Every night at exactly 3:03, something walks past my house whistling the same 6 notes. I've heard it since I was 7, 11 years now. I still don't know what makes that sound. Last month, a boy stayed the night with us and he looked. And for the first time in my life, I understood exactly what those locked windows were keeping out. We live in Larkspur Hollow, the kind of street where every porch light stays on and every yard is a little too green for the climate. Good schools, no crime. The kind of place people move to and never leave. My little sister Wren was born sick. Something wrong with her lungs, bad enough that the doctors gave us a timeline instead of a diagnosis. We moved to Larkspur Hollow to be near the children's hospital. Within a month, without any explanation the doctors could offer, she started breathing on her own. That's the first thing you learn about this street. Good things happen here. Small ones, mostly. A scratch ticket wins big 2 doors down. Somebody's garden blooms in November. My mother calls it a million little blessings. The second thing you learn is the whistling. That's not the part that should scare you. Not yet. It starts at the top of the lane and moves past every house in order, fading out near the cul-de-sac. 2 minutes, never more, never less. My father installed canvas blackout shutters on every window the week we moved in, each one with its own small lock. He keeps the only key in his room. There's one rule in our house, and it's not really a rule so much as a law. You do not look for what's whistling. When we first moved in, 4 neighbors showed up with a casserole and a folder of newspaper clippings. They told my parents, gently, almost apologetically, what happens to people who go looking. Nobody dies exactly. But the ones who look come back different, hollowed out. Every piece of luck they ever had turns and stays turned. My mother thought it was a prank for years. My father, whose own mother filled his childhood with stories like this one, never doubted it for a second. Colton was 12, staying with us while his parents were out of town. He'd only lived across the street a month, and it was clear by 9 o'clock that he hadn't taken the folder seriously. "Who's out there whistling every night?" he asked us, the second the adults left the room. "We don't talk about it," I told him. "We never talk about it." It was almost 3 in the morning, and none of us had noticed the time slipping. "My dad doesn't even lock the shutters," Colton said. "Not really. I've seen where he keeps the key." He was lying. He had to be. But by the time I realized what he meant to do, he already had the shutter halfway open, one eye pressed to the gap in the canvas. The whistling stopped mid-note. For a second, nothing. Then the knocking started, both doors at once, so hard the frame shuddered. It moved from the front door to the back, to the windows, to the walls, like the whole house was being tested for a weak point. My mother sat frozen on the couch beside us, and still, her voice came back to us from the other side of the door. Every word we knew was hers, repeating itself in a flat, patient loop. Colton screamed at it to stop. And it did. All at once. "I won't tell anyone," he said, to the door, to the dark, to whatever was still out there listening. "I promise. Please just go." The tapping on the window continued until sunrise. Nobody slept. When my father finally opened the shutters just after 9, he made us wait in the back room first. "It's done," was all he said when he came back. Colton's family moved out 4 days later. I watched them load the truck from my window. All 3 of them had the same gray, unfocused look, like something behind their eyes had been switched off. We still live in Larkspur Hollow. The blessings keep coming, and so does the whistling, every night, right on time. My father hides the key somewhere new every few months now. Not that I've ever gone looking. Some things you don't need to see to understand.
Subscribe. Share with someone who sleeps with the lights on. We'll be here, waiting.